see. Is that better? Light? Let me turn Mariah down before I try to hit them whistle tones. Happy Sunday. Well, it's gonna be a happy Monday for y'all. As I finish chewing my candy. Hello. So it's been a great day. Yesterday I had the opportunity to sing for the breast health awareness breakfast that I had been talking about, and it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. I met some incredible women, incredible survivors that were just so inspiring to me. And it's crazy when someone or multiple people are inspiring you and then they're coming up to you and telling you that you're inspiring them. It's just like, it's so overwhelming, y'all. I can't even tell you. Yesterday I came home and I just sat on my bed in tears and in thanks, just kind of thinking about the entire day and just thanking God for, you know, blessing me to be able to use this gift that He's given to me, and to be, you know, thanking Him for using what was my struggle, or you know, to be a blessing to somebody else. It's just, it's really incredible. The more I think about it, singing the songs I sang yesterday, they were so touching to so many. As I got to see the video pan across the room, I just saw tears, and it was just like incredible to watch. I was in tears rewatching it, also in tears singing the songs for these women because they had inspired me so much. It was just a big old inspiration fest, which was awesome. So I was just so thankful for that. Shout out to the wellness group and Michelle Morbell for having me. It was absolutely an incredible event, just full of so much humility and diversity and I don't know, anything else I could possibly think of. Inspiration, again, I don't think I can say it enough. The inspiration that was throughout the room and the encouragement that was throughout the room with all of these women was just absolutely amazing. So one of the speakers specifically was talking about forgiveness, and it was really cool because she was talking about how actually at some cancer treatment centers, they're actually holding a class which is known as forgiveness therapy for treatment for cancer, which I think is absolutely amazing. And she was just talking about, as we all know, you know, what unforgiveness really does in our bodies and how it's locked up in our nervous systems, and you stay ill because of it. It metastasizes, and from there on out, you know, it just continues and continues to build. It continues to grow, and if you do not let that go, whatever it is, it will continue to eat away at your body, at your flesh, mentally, spiritually, and physically. And she made a really good point that really resonated with me. And she just said, you know, why do people always say, oh, but all the scars, there's so many scars? And she said, scars don't hurt. She said, look, find a scar on your body. Everybody has one. Press on it. Does it hurt? No, it's just a reminder not to do what you did again. She said, but it doesn't hurt. So there's no reason for you to have a scar from, you know, a spiritual or mental scar from something that somebody did to you, and you not to be able to forgive whatever that thing was, because that scar doesn't hurt anymore. It's a reminder. And she continued to say, she said, you don't have to be stupid twice. And I was like, amen to that, because you sure don't. You do not have to be stupid twice, meaning absolutely forgive. And people always say it in the way of, you can forgive but never forget, and then other people are out here saying forgive and forget. Listen, you can absolutely forgive someone, and you do not have to forget, nor should you, I believe, forget what has happened, because you shouldn't be stupid twice. You shouldn't put yourself in the same position twice to either get hurt or to be in a bad, you know, situation for you, be it mentally, financially, spiritually, physically, whatever position that person put you in, or you allowed them to put you in, or a position you put yourself in. Don't do it again. That's the whole purpose of that reminder, of that scar. The scar doesn't hurt, it's just a reminder. And so if that scar doesn't hurt, then there is no excuse not to forgive. And I thought that was really cool. And actually, Pastor today was talking about forgiveness as well, and just reiterating the same exact things that we heard yesterday. And I know it's a hot topic, you know, everybody talks about it, but it's really something that we need to continue to talk about, because I don't think people really know how to forgive or what to do when they've been hurt. Everybody always says forgive, 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 but what does that mean? You know, and it just means that you yourself are not in bondage anymore to whatever past hurt has been put on you. That's it. It has nothing to do with the other person. It has nothing to do with what they did to you. It has nothing to do with making their wrong right, because maybe their wrong can never be righted. But it just has to do with freeing you from that bondage and not letting them have any power over you. So continue to forgive and don't stay in bondage. Don't let anybody have that much power over your life. Hello all, it's Friday. Happy it's Friday. I'm ready to go home. I haven't been doing too much vlogging this week, or much really at all. Not too much vlogging, not too much posting on any of the sites. I just kind of had to go inward this week. There's just been so much happening, so many emotions, so many feelings and things that are not able to be explained. And in order for me to remain authentic, if I'm feeling a certain way, I don't want to come on here and feel like I'm pressing an issue that I'm not even okay with, or if I'm not okay. And this week I haven't really been doing that well, so I wanted to remain authentic, and I want to remain transparent as well, and come on here when I feel that what I have to say, you know, is ringing and reigning true in my life at the moment, because that's what this is about. And I just had to go inward this week. That's what I had to do between this election, which has brought out so many feelings that can't even be explained. And the only reason I chuckle is because I don't know how to explain it, because it's odd to me what's happening. And those are the only words that I've had this whole time. I wish I had some fancy rhetoric to spew out, but I don't, because it doesn't make sense to me. And if I can't make sense of something, I don't want to come on here and try to make sense of it, or try to act like I have an understanding, because I don't. Between those feelings that are coming up, and just this week in general has been a little harder than most, due to the fact that we're coming up on a year of my grandma's passing. This Sunday, actually, we'll be kind of celebrating her life. We'll also be celebrating my mom's life, because it's also her birthday, and both it falls on the same day, and so just kind of me and my family wrapping our heads around the fact that it has been a year, has been a very draining process, I think, for all of us. And so because of that, I haven't had too many words. I've just been trying to get through it, and that meant for me to just kind of retreat and stick with the people closest to me, and get those tears out, and go through the stages of the emotions and the grief and the mourning that still is happening even to this day. And in order for me to do that, I couldn't have any distractions. And you know, gearing up for this Sunday, you know, I'm trusting God that we'll have peace surrounding that day. Grief is a difficult thing, and everybody deals with it differently, like I've talked about quite a few times on here. But because this is the first, I don't expect it to be easy. And because of that, I'm just hanging on tight to my family. We're hanging on tight to each other, and we're just being there for each other. And I would just ask that you all continue to pray for us as well, as we get through this time. It's a tough month, just because you know, this consuming feeling, it kind of has taken over the entire month, and I think we're dealing with it the best that we can, and the best when we know how. And it's different for everyone, like I said, but you know, just continue to pray for us. Continue to pray for me, my siblings, my mother, as she deals with the loss of her mother, and us with the loss of our grandmother, and the rest of my family who also lost someone very important to them as well. coming around to this time has not been an easy task. So because of that, I've taken some time for myself. Hey y'all, so I made it home. And in an effort to continue to remain completely transparent with all of you, and you know, hopefully the range of people that are able to watch and get a hold of these videos, I just wanted to mention something really quickly, and that something is talking about anxiety. Many times, or for quite some time now, I have dealt with it on a pretty intense level. I don't talk about it much, and I just kind of deal with it on my own when any type of panic attack or anxiety spell comes on, and it can be really scary. It can be paralyzing. It can feel like you are dying. The thing to remember though is that you're not, and I've had to remind myself of that quite a few times here. I know a lot of people don't really understand it. There's things about it that I don't even fully understand, and this is the first time I'm really talking about it, you know, openly on a platform that isn't with someone that's right in front of me, that's very, very close to me. Normally when these things happen, I'll just kind of, like I said, deal with them on my own, go to my room and shut the door and cry it out. And you know, there's been a couple times where I've called some friends and they've helped me through those immediate moments, but sometimes you just kind of have to ride the wave of it. And this week I've been dealing with a lot of it very, very heavily, and I haven't had all the answers, which I don't think anybody has all the answers, but it has been a symptom of the emotions that I've been feeling, especially this week, because of, you know, the things that I just talked about, actually, not having anything to do with the presidential election. There's no anxiety around that, honestly. That's just those are just strange feelings, but no anxiety due to that. Just due to the other things in my life that have emotionally been very draining this week. And you know, I just wanted to kind of share some things that I do. Like I talked about before, I do have a therapist, and she is definitely helping me with certain things. But when I'm not there, and if I do feel something come on, one thing that I will do that has to do with grounding is focusing my attention on a still object. Anything that's in front of you that's still, be it a tree that's planted or a sign that, you know, you see placed in the ground. I will literally fixate my eyes on that object, and something about the actual placement of the object that is not moving helps to bring me back into my body. And I know that it does have to do with grounding. You can look that up. It's a great thing that's used. Another thing that helps with grounding are breathing exercises, and I know it seems simple, but I think breathing is the most underestimated tool that an undervalued actually tool that we have right here within our bodies to help with different things like this. One breathing exercise that I do, that I actually just currently completed while sitting here on my porch, is actually to blow all of the air out. All of the air that you have, you blow it out of your mouth. When you're done blowing it out of your mouth, I enjoy closing my eyes just because it helps to center me, but you don't have to. I also enjoy doing it outside because it just feels like you're a little more grounded to the earth. And what I do is I breathe in for 4 seconds, I hold my breath for 7, and then I breathe out for 8 seconds, and I repeat that 4 times. Again, that's breathing in for 4 seconds, holding your breath for 7, and breathing out for 8, and repeating it 4 times. And the thing that I found is that those anxious feelings cannot reside in your body when you have put yourself in a place of peace. They can't reside at the same time, and it does not mean that you know, I'm curing anyone. Let me just make that disclaimer. It's just to get you through that wave of whatever you're feeling momentarily. It's something that has really helped me. It helps me, and it's something that I don't just do when I feel that spell coming on. It's something that I try to practice daily when I wake up, before I go to bed. If I'm having a hard time falling asleep because I can't shut my mind off, I will literally sit up in my bed, do the breathing exercise, and more often than not, I'll fall right to sleep. It just kind of calms your body down, brings you back into your body, gets you out of your head, and allows your body to truly feel like it's at peace. And it really, really, really does work. So if anyone out there is dealing with or struggling with these things, one, don't be ashamed of it. I think a lot of people don't talk about it, including myself in the past, because you feel ashamed, or sometimes I feel like, gosh, I should be able to handle this. Oh my goodness, why? You know, I feel weak, I feel embarrassed, I feel, you know, disappointed in myself, and I have to continue to remind myself that it's okay. That one good thing that I've really grabbed onto is that the things that I'm feeling, they're not things that are happening to me right now. These things and the results of these things and the symptoms, they're things that have already happened. I'm just going through them, and they're passing through my body. They're not happening to me right now. I've already felt the hardest portion of that impact. So nothing that I'm feeling right now can be any worse than that initial impact. Nothing. And I just continue to remind myself of that when different things come up, or when I start to feel a little out of control of my body. I find ways to get back into my body, and that really, really helps me. I'm actually really excited because I actually just got this package delivered to my door, which I'm super stoked about. It's called the Metaphysical Anatomy, Volume 1, Your Body is Talking, Are You Listening? And I had no idea it was coming. Lawrence actually got it for me, and you know, I think it's going to be really, really cool as a tool that I can use for myself. It goes through, oh my gosh, it's like 700 pages, so I'm excited to use it like a textbook and a study guide going through my classes to help me understand a bunch of different theories and things about your body and how to get back into your body, understanding trauma, and oh my gosh, the list goes on, but I'm really excited to use it. I'm actually going to dive into it today and just kind of see where it takes me, highlight through it and mark it up, and go from there. And I think it'll be a really good reference guide when I start working with clients on a regular basis. So yeah, I just wanted to share that, and I hope that, you know, anyone else out there that is dealing with these things that may seem a little uncomfortable, that you're able to find a way to get back into your body and express yourself and deal with those feelings, and remember that it's happening, and it's not happening to you, it's just going through you right now. And if you let that wave pass and you take the you know, the steps to getting yourself back inside, that you will be okay. And not to feel ashamed, not to feel embarrassed, not to feel weak or any of those things. You're human. I'm human, and we all deal, you know, with different things in different ways, and it's okay. And I just want to be a light and of encouragement to anyone who does feel that way, to know that you're not alone, and to know that you have someone here with you that is fighting for you and advocating for you, and for myself, for my own mental health, my own physical health, my own well-being, and to encourage you to continue to fight for yours too.